If the people confront people with guns and handcuffs and it becomes a shootout, isn't that a jungle law?
You know, Tom Ojienda is a member of the Senate. He's, I think, a vice chair of, is it Public Investments Committee?
Yes. Also in the security committee.
Even in the Senate.
He's asking the people to take the matters into their hands.
Even in the Senate, if his committee summons the governor of Kisumu, we cannot allow the deputy Owili to appear and tell us that this is the situation. He knows it.
Yeah.
So he's being clever with words. He knows for a fact that if you are someone, the IG of police is an individual. He's an individual. You can't sell us stories that, oh, in fact, that is part of the contempt. That you umedharau an institution to an extent that you are summoned before Ojienda's committee, then you send your PA, your PA to go and explain. And Ojienda himself will not allow even that PA to open his mouth. So I don't know what he's talking about. Number two, Trevor, the state cannot tell us that they do not know the people doing this. The part of the social contract, when you decide to be a country, there are some of us, we all have rights to bear arms, but we cede that right to bear arms to the state so that it can take care of everyone. What these gentlemen are inviting us to is anarchy, because you cannot tell unarmed Kenyans, unarmed individuals, to confront people who are clearly armed. The result is not something that you can control, you know, but we are being pushed there as Kenyans. I am very persuaded myself that this is something that now, if the state is saying it is not them, and we know it is them, it is not coincidence, Trevor, that just a few days before the police command is supposed to appear in court, then these young people are somehow released at various locations.
They are not released by the police.
That's what I'm telling you. It is not coincidence, Mheshimiwa Tom. We live in this country. We live in this country. It was not coincidence in 2016 that a few days after the NIS director appeared in court, the bodies were found in Oldonyo Sabuk. So it is not a coincidence. We know. And for anyone to tell us that they don't know what is happening or who is doing this, it is to actually acknowledge that as a state, you are unable to protect your people. Today morning, Trevor, if you go to the police station in Tom Ojienda's rural home, there are a few chicken thieves being arraigned today. The police know, all the chiefs know every misconduct in the village, but somehow the country is being told that the police, the entire security apparatus, does not know what is happening here. For me personally, as a senator, I would actually propose that all these people be also summoned before committees of parliament. And unfortunately, if it is Ojienda who is in the security committee, I think the first thing I will do as a whip in the Senate is to reconstitute that security committee so that we can have a proper conversation. Let Douglas Kanja come there. And I have met Douglas Kanja. He's an amiable guy. There's people within the state who tell these officers that even if you go or you don't go, nothing is going to happen. We want them to appear before committees of parliament, because part of parliament's role is to resolve issues of concern to the people. I don't think there is a greater issue of concern to the people of Kenya right now than the fact that you can just be picked up from the road and disappeared. So we want Douglas Kanja to appear before Senate. We want Nurdin Haji to appear. We want Mohamed Amin to appear. We want these abductees, every single person who has been a victim of abduction. These people need to tell Kenyans what is going on. All of them need to share.
But some of them are saying they've been threatened not to speak.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we have to put a stop to this, and we need to know who is doing these things and what is happening. So if you don't tell your story, how are we supposed to help? Because all of us over the Christmas period have been concerned about the whereabouts and safety of these young people. So you cannot tell us that you will not tell us what happened. Okay. We are all in this together, and today it is you, tomorrow it is going to be me. Okay. So we need to find an end to this problem, and I think that this matter should now come before the Houses of Parliament as an issue of concern to the people.
Okay. Trevor,